Today, I want to take a closer look at a fascinating piece of American trucking history, the Diamond T921, a hooded two-axle truck tractor with a day cab reproduced in 1/64 scale by NEO scale models based on the 1955 prototype. This isn't the first Diamond T I've covered. We've already explored similar trucks in 3-axle configurations, and NEO currently offers 6 scale replicas in the Diamond T series. There are 2 3-axle day cab versions, one painted red, one green, along with a sleeping compartment variant on the green model. Then there are 2 more 3-axle trucks featuring an integrated sleeping compartment built into the cab, one in blue and one in ivory. Rounding out the lineup are 2 compact 2-axle day cab versions, the beige one we're focusing on today, and a yellow version that comes paired with 2 bulk cargo semi-trailers. We'll get to that yellow model in a future review. As for my collection of American truck tractors from NEO scale models in 1/64 scale, I've managed to track down every mass-produced piece, and I even have a few pre-production models that never made it to full release. I'll be showing those off toward the end of this series. It's worth mentioning that in the 1/43 scale world, American truck tractors are mostly dominated by IXO models, who have been quite active in this space. Their models are based on a magazine series originally published in Spain and France. The differences between IXO and the magazine versions are relatively minor: photo-etched windshield wipers, slightly different paint schemes, and a display case instead of a cardboard box. IXO releases come out fairly regularly, though I personally haven't picked up anything new from them in the past couple of months. The color options haven't really appealed to me lately, so I'm holding out for different paint schemes before adding more to my shelf. For today's comparison, I've also pulled out another bonneted 2-axle day cab in 1/64 scale from NEO, a Mack B61 based on the 1957 prototype. I've done a full review of that one before, but it's always interesting to see how 2 models from the same era and scale look when placed side by side. Now, let's get into the Diamond T921 itself. It arrives in NEO's standard box for their 1/64 truck line, a format I genuinely appreciate. It's clean, sturdy, and easy to store. Interestingly, some of NEO's other trucks, particularly the GMC and Chevrolet models, come in smaller boxes, which always seemed a bit inconsistent to me. But that's a minor gripe. The blue cardboard box carries the company logo, and on the underside you'll find all the relevant manufacturer information. The model is made in China. There's also a sticker with the article number, making it easy to locate online. The listed prototype is the Diamond T921 in dark brown and beige at 1/64 scale. Inside the box, the model is secured to a platform with 2 screws. The frame is metal, while the cab and attached parts are made from a combination of epoxy resin and plastic. I should mention that I've had the occasional issue with these models during shipping. One arrived with the cab broken loose from its mounting screws. It's the kind of problem that could have been avoided with a simple blister insert for added protection, but it seems NEO chose not to include one. It's a small, cost-saving measure that occasionally comes back to bite. That said, the paint quality is genuinely impressive. The color scheme is distinctive and well executed, with company logos neatly applied to the doors. Parts sit cleanly in their positions with no visible glue residue, and NEO's paintwork has consistently been one of their biggest strengths. Out of hundreds of models in my collection, only a small handful have any real painting flaws worth mentioning. One area where I'd love to see a bit more effort is the tail lights. On this model, they're simply marked with red varnish rather than being made as transparent elements. On some other NEO trucks, the taillights are done as proper transparent parts, which looks far better. My guess is that different development teams handle different models, and some go the extra mile on detail while others keep things simple. It's a noticeable inconsistency across the range. The coupling device works well and is compatible with any standard trailer. NEO offered one semi-trailer option for this truck, a bulk cargo hauler. Beyond that, you can also pair it with trailers from DCP, an American brand with a wide selection. However, DCP trailers are only sold in the United States, which means international buyers face steep shipping costs and customs fees. By the time everything clears, the price makes it hard to justify. IXO has also hinted at releasing semi-trailers in 1/64 scale, though no official confirmation has come through yet. If those do materialize at a reasonable price point, it could open up some exciting pairing options. Speaking of pricing, when this Diamond T921 was new, it retailed for around 79.95 euros. It's no longer widely available in German stores, though you can still find it through auctions. Interestingly, in Russian stores, the price is considerably lower, around 3,500 rubles, which works out to roughly 35 euros. That's nearly half the original retail price, which is a solid deal for a model of this quality. Moving on to the details. The front lighting looks refined and elegant, very much a NEO signature. The windshield wipers are delicately rendered, and the interior has been painted, visible through the small side windows. Elements like the rear view mirrors, radiator trim, door handles, and handrails are all finished in silver paint. Some of NEO's other models feature chrome plating on these parts, but I actually prefer this silver treatment. It reminds me of polished aluminum and feels more grounded and realistic than glossy chrome. The license plates are installed and painted yellow, though reading the state of registration at this scale is basically impossible. Still, the yellow color adds a nice visual detail. The exhaust system sits on the right-hand side. There's a horn mounted on the roof, and the side marker lights are cleanly executed. The wheels are fairly standard. The rims and tires are solid, if not exceptional. There's no side lettering on the tires, but honestly, at 1/64 scale, that's not something I miss. The model is small enough that tiny inscriptions would barely register anyway. Now for the Mack B61. This one has an energetic two-tone look. A yellow cab paired with a red frame, company logos on the doors, and a different style of license plates compared to the Diamond T. The rear view mirrors, exhaust, door handles, handrails, and radiator trim are all finished in the same fine-grained silver paint. The interior on this one is black. The coupling mechanism is also functional and compatible with the same trailers. What's particularly interesting is the wheel treatment on the Mack. The center hubs are painted to match the frame color, the rims are silver, and the tires are standard. In fact, the tires across NEO's entire 164 lineup are interchangeable, which is a nice bit of consistency. The rear lights here are also marked with red varnish, same as the Diamond T. In terms of overall size, both trucks are very close. Nearly identical in length, height, and width. Side by side, they look fantastic on a shelf. Two different characters, two different eras of American truck design, yet both carrying that same confident presence. And here's something worth noting for collectors. The Diamond T921 hasn't been produced in 1/43 scale by anyone yet. So if you want this truck in your display, the NEO 164 version,